Yo, what's good? Welcome, guys, back to the village within the Skreets. We are the Black Flames. My name is Bam.
And my name is Dr. Griffs. Welcome back to a new episode. So, we are fans of anime.
Mm-hmm.
There's two anime in particular that we're pretty big fans of. Is that fair to say?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Naruto.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we grew up with Naruto, literally, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Attack on Titan. Is that fair to say, Ben?
Yes, we definitely. I feel like the first anime we kind of bonded over was Naruto. I think for a lot of people raised like us, like Naruto was that origin point for anime, and Attack on Titan is just masterpiece. Like if you're into anime, you can't avoid Attack on Titan, especially at this point. You can't avoid Attack on Titan. Like if you're not watching Attack on Titan this season, then are you even an anime fan? Like, you know what I mean?
That's a good point. It's like Attack on Titan is like a refined, like Kobe beef type anime. You know what I'm saying? Like Naruto is it's not a good starter anime.
Yeah,
it's like 600 episodes. But if you watch Naruto growing up, it's a good like gateway. Like similar to Dragon Ball Z. How Dragon Ball Z was like the gateway to anime for a lot of us Western people. But Attack on Titan, that has some heavy concepts. But when we were thinking about it, we were like, yo, there's some similarities between Attack on Titan and Naruto.
Yeah.
Specifically with the brother dynamics. So you got the Uchihas, the Itachi Uchiha, one of my favorite characters.
Right.
And Sasuke Uchiha. And then you got Eren Yeager and Zeke Yeager. What do you think about those two people? Like
those two comparison between those two brothers.
Yeah, do you see any similarities between the Uchihas and the Yeagers?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's when we started thinking about this topic, I was thinking on the initial idea of like just the philosophy of like Zeke and Itachi have a lot of comparisons between them. But even in terms of how they approach their younger brother, right? Like Zeke approaching Eren and Itachi approaching Sasuke. It all comes from a point of love, actually. You know, and it's very interesting how both these older brothers kind of have this self-sacrifice energy going on about them, and they kind of, in a weird way, want their brothers to have that same kind of energy too, while also being like loving to them, right? So like, one can argue, like I was thinking about this, let me know what you think about this, right? One can argue that Itachi and Zeke loves Eren and Sasuke, you know, respectively, but they don't respect them. You know,
what does respect look like? What do you mean by that?
I think
also, what does love look like?
Say what?
What does love look like?
What's love? What is love, baby? Don't. Well, I have no idea what love really looks like. I could feel love sometimes, but I don't know what love really looks like. But to get onto like, I don't think, when I mean they don't respect them, is like they hear them, but they're like, nah, you're still gonna do this thing. You know what I mean? Like Sasuke would talk to Itachi, and Itachi would be like, "You're my little brother, I love you, but we still gotta do this thing." Like Itachi never came to Sasuke and asked his opinion on like, "Yo, family is wildin'. I might have to end everybody. What do you think?"
Gotcha.
So he didn't respect him, you know? Even like going through this whole thing where we discover like, you know, we start seeing Itachi for the first time in the Akatsuki quote, and then basically saying like, your hatred is not strong enough. It's like that's coming from a place of love, because he sees like, I need you to hate me more to gain more power so that you can do the things that I need you to do in the future, because I think that's the best for you and everybody. But he's not asking Sasuke. And you could say a similar energy goes for Zeke when it comes to like how he deals with Eren. You know what I mean?
I don't know if it's respect or lack of respect from Itachi to Sasuke. I think Itachi probably, understandably, was like, yo, he's a little kid. He doesn't really have a giant grasp or concept of what's going on in this reality.
Yeah.
So his opinions might not be. He doesn't know what he wants. He doesn't know what he should need. I think that's Itachi seemed more like a parent You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say a parent doesn't respect you if they don't listen to
their kid.
Your ideas. They just kind of say, I know what's right here.
Yeah, their ideas, your ideas aren't mature enough to grasp all the variables, so...
I want to eat the vegetables. I hate broccoli. I hate cauliflower. I hate Brussels sprouts. Don't give me that. My parent would be like, "You're gonna eat the vegetables." Like, what are you talking about?
Right.
But I don't know if it's like a lack of respect, but more so just like, I know what's best for you. Mm-hmm. And I think Itachi, in some ways, might have messed up because he kept that going for a lot of Sasuke's life.
True.
Even when he became a teenager. Yeah. Understandably.
Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, like, do you think it's understandably? Because, like, I feel like once, like, I could understand, like, you know, like, baby Sasuke. I could understand, like, you know, not even a Genin yet Sasuke, right? Kind of, you know, you don't know enough about things yet. But it's also like the concept behind it is very tricky. You know, it's like, no one can argue against the fact that Itachi and also Zeke are genius level characters. Right? They are genius level characters. They are seeing things on a bigger picture scale, right? But it's still like even when we see Itachi, we see this less with Zeke, but even when we see Itachi, like, you know, killing his family, you know, we see him like tearing up and being like, there's a part of him that's like, you know, bro, why are we doing this? You know, and he doesn't give, I don't feel like we got enough dialogue or enough character development to say, Itachi, why are we doing this? Like, why do you think, you know, the village matters more than your family? Right? Because to me, I feel like if I'm living at a place and the place is not giving to my family or putting my family down, why am I going to put the place above my family? Like, the place should be giving love and respect and entry to my family. Now, it's a little bit understandable why the village was like, hey, watch those people because they have a tendency of wilding out, but it's still like, those are your people, Itachi. Like, those are your people.
Yeah, I mean, I think what Itachi did was completely understandable, very selfless, and some of it was selfish, you know what I'm saying? He kept Sasuke alive.
Like saving Sasuke, yeah.
But that was like, you know, he saw Sasuke as an innocent. He saw Sasuke as an innocent that could redeem the whole clan. Because the clan was going down bad. And like,
yeah,
you know, say what you want to say about Danzo and the Leaf for not letting the Uchiha take part in the Nine Tails attacking. Mm-hmm. But they were right. A Uchiha was up to it. Obito is the one who created the whole incident. He's a whole Uchiha. And Obito was Madara's descendant. You know what I'm saying? He was acting like he's Madara. Yeah. So they were kind of right. You know what I'm saying?
Like, they were kind of right, but it also is like, it's kind of like, if we take that in any other context, like especially real life context, you know, we looking at it like that. I don't like.
I hear you saying, but it's like when Neji was talking to Naruto saying, only people prophecy could win like that, and Naruto was like, I got hard work. I'll do better than everybody, right? But he's the whole reincarnation of Indra. You know, he's a Nine-Tail. That's like,
yeah.
You know, in hindsight, you're like, but Neji, you don't know what you're talking about. But you're like, yo, Neji, you're kind of right. You're kind of spot on.
Yeah. It's like, honestly, I feel like when the show doesn't go down that road, you know, and it makes sense. Like old school shonen has that energy of like, why is this character the one? You know, it's like trying to give reason to why this character's the one. But I do like it when we actually genuinely have like a shonen or show where this character is not meant to be the one, but they make themselves the one, you know?
In some ways, like, Attack on Titan's like that. Like
Eren's not the one, but he made himself the one.
Eren definitely retroactively made himself the one, and like
Zeke is more like the one. Oh, sorry for cutting it, but Zeke is the one.
Yes. Zeke is the one because he's the whole, like, he has royal blood in him and everything like that. His Beast Titan form is actually pretty strong. He can turn people into Titans if they drink his fluid. Pause. So like, Zeke is the one, but like, I don't know. I feel like Zeke, his relationship with Eren is a lot different, but similar to Itachi relationship with Sasuke. Like Zeke, he feels as if Eren was trapped and abused emotionally and or physically, like Zeke was when he was a kid.
Okay.
So I think he was like, I'm going to save you from this trauma, this abuse. And it's kind of, I guess he's trying to save himself when he's trying to save Eren. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what he's trying to do, because he doesn't know Eren. He just knows they had the same dad. True. And he just assumed that his dad treated him like
the same way.
Yeah, so I feel like, how do you love someone that you don't know? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like that's why I think Zeke is one of those characters that he just is a type of person that if you give him a reason to love you, he will love you. Like, you saw how quick Zeke changed up when Grisha gave this man a hug. You know, it's like Grisha gave him a hug for less than 10 seconds, and he's like, "Father," you know.
To Zeke's defense,
yeah,
that's something he do. I feel like, well, you saw the scene when Grisha was carrying Zeke as a baby. So I guess he held him before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Grisha's kind of giving me some Vegeta vibes. Raising Zeke. But like Vegeta never made Trunks feel like he was worthless. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like Grisha kind of just like, yo, you can't be in the army. Yo, you telling me that my sister deserves to get got like that? Like, what are you saying right now? Yeah. So I feel like Zeke is he didn't need that. I think that's his biggest like asterisk in his life, his biggest trauma. He felt like his dad understandably treated him like crap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know,
so that hug meant a lot.
You know, something you said made me think about something. Hopefully we can hold tight to the original concept of the discussion. But so we've been thinking about the correlation or the comparison between Itachi's relationship to Sasuke and Zeke's relationship to Eren, right? But there might be some interesting thing that we can look at if we compare Itachi's relationship to Sasuke to Grisha's relationship to Zeke. Because we see an example of, you know, characters with high potential, like Sasuke, Zeke. Kind of, you know, we have Itachi who did the I'm not a mentor way, but I'm going to do kind of genjutsu manipulations in your life to put you on the path I need you to go on.
Yeah.
Versus we have Grisha, who's like mad up front, this is what we're trying to do. So this is kind of like Grisha kind of was giving off the vibe, giving off the vibe that Itachi's family was giving off, like hardcore, and it was teaching it to Zeke. Oh, so maybe, you know, it's like Grisha's family. This is what happens when you give direct information to this person, and like it kind of overloads them. You know what I mean? But it's tough because I feel like when I look at Zeke's character, it all comes back to like who he feels like gives him the most love, who he feels like treats him like a main character. You know, so I feel like Itachi, when we look at his character, in my opinion, he's a lot more selfless in comparison to Zeke. You know, like Zeke comes up with a moral justification for his feelings, while Itachi does things moral, at least how he feels is moral, despite how he feels. You know, so it's interesting to think about that. Like I would just think about like Grisha, like what it's like to live in that environment where your dad or your family, for that matter, is telling you are the chosen one, you are the one that's going to save us all, and you experience no love from the people that you're supposed to save.
Like his mom was kind of nice to him. No, like man. Honestly,
yeah.
Like they'd be arguing and he'd be hearing in the room, but she'd be like, "Yo, don't say that. Come on." Know what I'm saying? So I feel like it was his dad that was really, really kind of. He was kind of bad on him. I ain't gonna hold you. He was kind of bad.
Yeah.
But like, I think it's interesting that Itachi, right? Mm-hmm. We all know he took out the Uchiha. He did that because, you know, they're going to start a war. Also, the Uchiha needed to go. You know what I'm saying? Madara Sasuke, Itachi, Obito. These 4 people could wipe out the whole continent if they work together.
Yeah.
These 4 random Uchiha. So like the potential for the Uchiha to cause carnage on the world, and they're like emotional nukes walking around. They get stronger by getting angrier.
Yeah. And that gives us the direct correlation between the Uchiha and the and the Eldians. Eldians are basically walking monsters ready to explode anytime.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like the Eldians, the current Titans, are safer than the Uchihas. You know what I'm saying? If you even think about it.
Right, yeah.
Because especially in the modern time that... Oh, how about it? No, wait, we've seen this. In the modern time that Attack on Titan is on, there's blips and everything.
Yes.
So, like, they have artillery shells. Like, a Titan isn't really as...
Right.
Look, everyone's not like a colossal Titan.
Colossal Titans are a problem, and for me, this is just a side note, I was kind of expecting one of the Titan shifters to be a flying Titan. Because if there was a flying Titan, it would be a wrap. Like, I'd be like, yo, it's a problem. It's a problem.
Yeah, flying Titans, that'd be... I mean, that'd be kind of bad. Flying Titan, that'd be kind of bad.
like if the card Titan was actually a flying Titan, like it had the ability to fly, way better. Be a way better thing, you know what I mean? Like, able to travel anywhere, like flying.
Yeah, flying Titan, that's
a problem.
That's kind of crazy. That's a problem. But like, Uchiha, you know what I'm saying? 5 of them went crazy. If they all go crazy, tag team in the battlefield, it's over. So like, I think Itachi, I know that his family, but like, they're already gone. You know what I'm saying? They're already gone. I feel like you have to make that decision.
I feel like discussions can be made about that because, like, the Uchiha, based on my interpretation of what I've seen in Naruto, the Uchiha only go crazy towards people they perceive are their enemies, right? And so I think what the second Hokage was mentioning is that, they still got a grudge against us. They still petty on us, you know what I mean? Like, at least not all of them, but like Madara at least still got a petty thing against us. And the first Hokage was like, I'm too strong for that. They're not about to do nothing. You know what I mean? So that's a weakness of the first Hokage. He was too strong to see the potential issues that could come in the future. Because for him, he's like, whatever comes up, I'll just get a, But like,
he dies with chakra poisoning. Sorry.
Yeah. So to me, I feel like if an argument could be made is like maybe the village could have put more, like Danzo or the village could have put a little bit more time into convincing the Uchihas, like, hey, you're our people. It's like if they spent more time convincing them instead of like because from day one they were being isolated. Like, not from day one, from the second Hokage's regime, they were being isolated, and so you had them being isolated for like what, 1-2 generations, and so it's like you're building kind of this xenophobic energy in the village towards them. You know what I mean?
I see what you're saying. I just I read or I heard a lot of readings about like the Itachi Shinden, like the novels, and it seems like from my understanding of it, they were put into like the police as interrogation people. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Well, then have Uchiha as your detective, as your interrogation.
Yeah, it's a rap for the criminal. Those eyes see and everything. Like,
but you get Genjutsu is all over. The money better the couch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the second Hokage, in some ways, he put them in a nice spot. You know what I'm saying?
Like in terms of political power within the village. I get what you're saying.
Yeah. And they didn't really start being watched like that with the cameras and everything until the Nine Tails attacked.
Really?
Yes. So after the Nine Tails attacked, a lot of the village was destroyed, and then they were moved into this one section so they could be watched under the guise of, we need to rebuild the country, so can you just chill out in this little village this little section of the village right here. Yeah. That's when they're heavily being watched.
Maybe I have to read those novels too, because like my interpretation was always like, or my perception was always like, the second Hokage is like, yo, keep them over there.
Like, he was definitely watching them, but he wasn't like like binoculars in the window type thing. He was just like, you know, we gotta make sure we can get to them, and we can't have them attacking all over. But he wasn't on them like that. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't red cap on, make her hot. He wasn't like that.
Yeah. Okay.
But after the Nine Tails attack,
they were
done by Uchiha.
Yeah, they
were done by Uchiha. You know what I'm saying?
And no idea which Uchiha, because be like, it was Madara. But like, what? Madara died 100 years ago. What are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly. That's when things started heightening up. I do want to instead of doing like Naruto lore, we are saying that Itachi is like Zeke, Sasuke is like Eren, right? Which one do you like better? Like, I like Itachi better than Zeke, but I also like Eren better than Sasuke. What about you?
That's a good question. I need to think about it a little bit. Can you say why you kind of like those two better?
Yeah. So Itachi, well, I guess I've been a fanboy for a long time.
Yeah, this man is the diehard Itachi fan, bro. The diehard Itachi fan. Alright, go on.
Itachi, like, you know, I feel like what he did for his brother was really out of. There was no, like, he wasn't trying to big himself up. All Itachi did was to try to help his little brother out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. See
now, I know he made him an orphan and all that, but that was gonna happen regardless. I was gonna be war, or, you know, you grow up and become a hero. Yeah. Itachi did not try to leave Sasuke and be like, yeah, I'm trying to make amends for what I did. I want you to love me, or anything like that. He didn't. There's none of that. He was cool with dying in front of his brother, making him a hero, and then Sasuke would never know. Zeke, on the other hand, he's on some "I will save you." Like, I feel like he's doing it like that because he wants some type of. He wants
to save himself, but he couldn't. He wasn't able to.
I think he also wants, like, the acknowledgement of me saving you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see.
Like, Itachi in my head did not want any type of acknowledgement. He was just going to take it to the grave. He took it to the grave. You know what I'm saying?
He did.
He took it to the grave. He put a backup plan. He said, listen, if Obito ever walk up to you, or Madara ever walk up to you, he's going to get burned, and no one will ever know. And he's going to hold that secret to the grave. So, whereas Zeke is kind of like, yeah, little brother, join my side. We will be lit. And, you know, that's why I kind of like Itachi more than Zeke. You know what I'm saying? And Zeke also, he actively takes fun in, like, checking out his own people.
That is true.
That's a huge red flag for me.
Yeah, for everybody, we talked about. We had a previous video that'll pop up before this video comes out on Eren versus Zeke and their mentalities about stuff, and that was a concept we kind of went over. Is like, you say you're doing this humanitarian mission, but you're going like batter up when you're fighting against your people. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, and I just don't like how he snitched on his parents like that. Like, Itachi ain't snitched on his parents.
Itachi did not snitch. He took care of that quiet. I have to respect him for that. He took care of that quiet by himself, and he probably did it mad quick. He probably did it so quick his family didn't even feel the pain. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was like,
yes.
He probably, like, spinal cord ripped over. You don't even feel nothing, sleep.
Yes, and he talked to his parents. You know what I'm saying? And they had some type of closure. Zeke snitched.
Yeah.
Still, his parents got. You never seen Grisha on the wall? His fingers, his hands are bandaged up. These things are gone. I think the Mario looking guy, he was on some. Oh, did they cut your junk off too? Wow. I think that actually happened to him.
Good thing he became a Titan because he got that back, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he got that healed back. Like, they actually got, like, tortured. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was crazy.
Now, I know Zeke was a little kid. He may not have understood that was gonna happen, but, like.
And also, like, with Zeke too, it's like, it's hard to respect. Like, you can respect his genius, but you can't respect, like, all of his decisions, because it's like, what was the point on ratting out your family for another group of people that hasn't really shown you love either? they haven't really shown you affection or like that. It's kind of like he was like torn between two decisions, and both of them felt pretty shitty. And he's just like, I guess maybe in his head he was like, well, Oda's shitty, but my father should be empathizing or loving and showing me something. Like maybe he was a little petty about that, and he's like, you know what, Dad, you're supposed to show me love, even though like I'm in a shitty situation.
No, yeah. Zeke was kind of like little Sasuke when he was like, "Oh, Dad, how come you always talk about Itachi? You know, can't you show me the fireball jutsu and nothing like that?"
Yeah. But can you play catch with me? Can you play?
Yeah. But like Zeke and Itachi was basically the same age. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Itachi was like, I know the Naruto world. These kids all be like 12, 14, and everything like that. Mm-hmm. Also, Attack on Titan, they're 12-year-old child soldiers. So it's kind of similar in that sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Itachi was probably like 14, 13 when he took out his whole clan. Zeke was a warrior of trial, so he was like 12. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If not 13 when he did that, so they about the same age. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now, Sasuke and Eren, in my opinion, like Sasuke, understandably, was a mess. His whole, like, he was emo, he was, he was a bit of a jerk for a lot of Naruto.
Makes
sense. And Shippuden, he became an old bully. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yes, he did.
So, like, I don't know, Sasuke, growing up, not being older, I could see the decisions Sasuke made, and they were realistic, and they make sense. You know what I'm saying? Now, he's kind of violating Sakura and Karen. He treated the women around him like crap. I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah. That was unnecessary. But he was like mind switching from, okay, so Itachi was a good guy. Mm-hmm. Itachi loved me. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna take vengeance on the village. That makes sense.
You think so?
Yes.
I guess it makes sense, but it also is like Itachi, you learn the history, you learn the truth that Itachi was doing all of this so that an Uchiha wouldn't do this. And you're about to do exactly what he's put everything into action for you not to do.
No, yeah. I mean, you were 17 at the time?
Mm-hmm. Like 16, 17?
16, 17, and mostly charged because of his eyes. He found out that his brother was taken advantage of by this village. Mm-hmm. They oppressed him. So he's gonna get his get back. He's gonna get his revenge for his older brother. Mm-hmm. So you might have heard all the the Charlie Brown meme. Yeah. All he heard was the village made my brother do this, and then they're laughing at his death.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm gonna get my revenge for my big bro. Charlie Brown, the Uchiha was about to attack. He said, "No, I'm gonna get my revenge for my brother."
But
so
I kind of love how not petty Itachi was when he came back as like a reincarnation. He was like, he saw Sasuke basically doing the exact opposite of what he intended him to do, and he was like, you know what, Sasuke, it's your decision, it's your life, man. So I feel like Itachi going out in the back of his head saying, "Freak! I should have manipulated him better. Like, damn it!" It's like, why are you doing this? Where did I go wrong? Where did I mess up? Did I kill my parents 2 minutes too early? Like, what happened?
But like, I will love you all. Nah, that's a genuine line. I'm not gonna take that for Itachi.
Yeah.
Final manipulation. I will love you always.
That's a look. He's like, I will love you, but remember what I was teaching you. That's literally it.
Maybe I shouldn't go off on a leaf like this. I gotta talk to the Hokage first. I'll figure this thing out. But then you got Eren. You got Eren Yeager, right?
Yes, Mr. Tatake.
He was in the hood his whole life. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He said, one day I'm gonna leave the hood. I'm gonna make out these walls. Mm-hmm. He finds out that the whole world against him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He tries to make peace with the world. He goes over there, and they say, "Nah, we're all united to go get you." That's not like what Sasuke went through. You know what I'm saying? The whole world wasn't after Sasuke.
Yeah, can I?
So that's what happened to the whole world.
I would say I would disagree a little bit with he went there to make peace, because remember he already got all these spark notes of what's going to happen when he kissed what's her name Elena? No, Historia. Yeah, when he got that Historia like download, I think he was already ready. He already knew what he had to do. Like everything was like him just like walking through it, you know. So I don't think he came there with the purpose of making peace.
I see how you could say that.
Okay.
And I'll leave it at that. But what I will say is, we see in the start of season 4, he went over there, right? He was living in that place for a while.
Yeah.
It might have been like at least a year. He did not turn into a Titan until Willie Tybur said, "Will all you guys join me? This is my declaration of war." Once he said, and the whole, United Nations was there saying, "Yeah, we're going to war," that's when he turned into a Titan. So I feel like up to that point, if he turned to a Titan before that whole announcement happened, it would have been bad strategy. But it would also have been like, he attacked them beforehand.
Yeah, but he also positioned himself perfectly to do the most damage, to suss out the most Titans. And like he was waiting until he got that confirmation from the people he sent messages to. I was like,
what are you saying? But like he also waited. He waited. But it's like time we went on stage and was like, actually, y'all, Paradise Island, the Eldians, we'll just leave them alone. They got a wall around them. They're not going anywhere. I think we should leave them alone, y'all. Everyone probably been like, oh, I guess I'm gonna go home now. You know what I mean?
You think?
The whole world was like, yeah, let's get them.
No, I get it. I definitely feel like Eren, and we're kind of coming to that time, but I kind of feel like Eren positioned himself in the best place to end them. So I don't know if he would have been like, oh, change up. This is not in the spark notes. This is not in the script I saw. Like,
I think I agree, but I think he was waiting for a change in the script he saw. I think he was sitting there like, maybe, hopefully, they will choose peace. Hopefully, they will choose peace. And if in the event they don't choose peace, I'm gonna position myself in the proper place to start this counterattack or this attack. You know what I'm saying?
I get you.
And they chose war. So he said, he had a smile on his face. He shook Reiner's hand and he said, "All right, y'all."
Yeah, I love the fact. I think about it now. I think I do prefer Eren versus Sasuke, and it's the same reason why I prefer Itachi versus Zeke. Is because they don't take it personal. Like season 1 to season 2, Eren was taking it really personal. He was taking it really personal. But once he got all the spark notes and the facts and information, that's when he was like, no. And I definitely feel like when he went to Marley and spent those years there, like it's not possible to not get connected or sympathize with the experience of people in that area. Like it literally only took me 3 to 5 episodes to be like, man, freak Gabby, but I like my boy Falco, bro. I like my boy Falco. Like it didn't take me long to connect to certain characters. So I know Aaron's spending years there. He's gonna be like, damn, you're just like me. Like this small little friendship you got going on, Falco. I've seen it before, but that's tough. This is what needs to be. So he doesn't take it personally anymore. You know what I mean?
He hit with a Zeke. It's a shame.
Yo, Zeke, bro, is crazy for that, man.
Yeah, that was.
He didn't even give them time to run. Not even a minute. He said, "I don't got a minute."
That was the coldest line I seen Zeke. Zeke got some points for me for that line. He said, "Ooh, it's a shame." So I mean, audience, what do y'all think? Yeah. Do y'all like I like Itachi and Eren more than like Zeke and Sasuke. What do y'all think? What do you think, man?
Yeah, I would connect with that. As well. Like Itachi is just has portrayed himself to be a better, less selfless older brother. And I feel like Zeke Zeke on paper comes off as this humanitarian person that cares about the world and what's best for the world, but a lot of his actions, to me, seems to be driven by a lack of love that he's experienced in his life, you know. And Eren is just, I don't know, he's just more enjoyable to kind of follow in comparison to like Sasuke. In my opinion, Sasuke just seems like a teen angst on steroids, while Eren is like a lot more pragmatic. Like, no, this is for the people I care about. You know what I'm saying? This is for the people I care about. Sasuke wasn't even doing anything really for the people I care about. Like you know, here's the thing I will say, right? Remember back in the good old days where we first started watching Naruto, and then we saw emo Sasuke with his blue shirt and white pants going like this, and then Kakashi was like, "Yo, what is your dreams? What do you guys try to do when you grow up?" And Itachi says like, no, Sasuke says, the first thing he says, "I will rebuild my clan, and 2, I'm going to kill a very certain somebody." Right? How are you going to rebuild your clan with just one kid?
You know.
Eren is to his word. Eren is about what he says. Like when Eren says like, yo, well, first he had to change things up. When I say I'm going to kill all Titans, he had to change it up because he realized, oh, Titans aren't necessarily really my enemy anymore. So it's more like, I'm going to kill all my enemies. Anybody
That's what he meant. That's what he meant. Yep. That's what he meant.
Yo, that's why I felt Flock's line still resonates in my head, man.
What line?
The line when he's in Marley, just like running it up. He says, I think one of his friends comes up to him and says like, "Yo, bro, wow, like, yo, bro, chill. Some of these people are just civilians. Like, you didn't need to kill them." He goes like, "All I see is enemies and where they live."
Dang, yo, Fly got the black Timbs on.
Yeah, hardcore.
I got some black Timbs on this season. I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah. He said, "Y'all been for my haircut this whole time. Got something for y'all. I got some."
But yeah, guys, that is going to be it for this discussion. We appreciate you guys taking time to listen to us and hear and, you know, joining in the discussion. But let us know what you guys think about this. I feel like it's very fun to find, like, you know, that little correlation between like Naruto and Attack on Titan, because probably, you know, the mangaka of the person that created Attack on Titan probably was a Naruto fan, you know what I mean? Like, probably got into it and maybe have taken some elements from there and put it in that. But let us know what you guys think about this topic. Let us know if you prefer Itachi or Zeke's approach to doing stuff, or you prefer Eren or Sasuke's approach to doing stuff. What series you're enjoying more? Are you up to date with Attack on Titan? Did we just spoil your whole life on everything that's going to happen? We apologize. Or that's too bad, I don't know.
I know I did not spoil anything, and I had opportunities too.
Yeah, we didn't spoil anything that's not in the anime already.
Yeah. Accurate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully. Yeah. All right, guys. Any last thoughts you want to have, Dr. Griffs?
No, thanks for listening. Feel free to subscribe to our channels, and yeah. Till next time.
Till next time. Peace.
Peace.